still got time. The song's only started. I thought it was coming to an end. It was just the lead in.
Oh, okay.
We still got plenty of time.
The other one's gone.
Are you live?
Yes, I'm live.
Oh. You are.
Hi everyone on Facebook Live. Today's
Good morning.
band is Autograph.
Yeah, good morning,
Introduce them.
ladies and gentlemen. Believe me, it is an absolute pleasure to have you guys join us today here at Galaxy 107 FM. We have the original member and
Is that better?
arguably,
Yeah.
yes, absolutely, and arguably one of the newest members of the legendary band Autograph joining us this morning. This is going to be exciting.
Where'd you go?
He disappeared. He turned the light on and poof, he's gone.
Oh,
Vampires,
Randy.
vampires are like that, aren't they?
Yes.
He's back.
Hey, he's back. Yeah, Jimmy, I hope there's something substantial in that glass.
Well, I moved into the other room here, just the one that the sunroom where there's more light. But I'm not taking all the light, you know. But that's okay.
Shades
I
mate.
thank you for your sacrifice.
Listen. I took a shower just before I came here. I wanted to be clean for this interview. So I was all night.
I thought there was something different about you.
Yeah.
Ah, dear, oh dear.
See, I told
Jimmy,
you.
you're a sadomasochist coming back and talking to me again.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, I listen. I don't get a chance to chat with anybody from New Zealand. You're the only people that I get that opportunity to do. So it's a real pleasure.
Nice. And Randy, it is an absolute pleasure. An absolute pleasure to have you on board, my friend. You will learn very, very quickly. This is going to be an interview you will never want to do again.
I've heard that before.
Oh yeah, you said it before.
Oh, believe me. Wait until the five questions from the 50 Shades of Grant come out. That's going to be interesting. Oh, yeah, we do that. We do that. Yes, we do. Plus, we will talk about things like not only where the lyrics came from, where you got this stuff produced, all that sort of stuff, but a little bit about your past, like Aerosmith and touring with Van Halen, things like that. Also, how the fans can get hold of you. It's a fan question. They like to know how to get hold of you. And we will also talk about getting you down here to New Zealand. Because believe me, we would be honoured to have you play. Maybe about 5 shows here in New Zealand. And if you're up for it, maybe about 10 shows in Australia, only because we like their money.
Yep,
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah, let's go to the desk. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 12 after 11 o'clock, 29 degrees downtown, heading for a high, we kind of think it's going to be about 30 plus, 30 odd Barbara says. Weatherman, not a chance, 21 degrees, he's out the door. He also said it was going to be cloudy. Silly man, doesn't know Kobodo at all. Wednesday, November 27th, and would you believe, we have the legends here themselves. Of course, we're talking about the band members Autograph. These are guys that we have grown up with listening on the radio. We're joined by, of course, one of the founders of Autograph himself, Randy Rand. He's coming out of Georgia. And arguably one of the newest members of the band, Jimmy Bell. Hey guys, welcome along.
Oh, thank you so much.
You know, Jimmy, arguably you are one of the newest members of the band, but Jimmy, we've met before in the past. Of course, we're talking about House of Lords, haven't we?
Yes, we are. We we had a great conversation year or so back when the other record came out. It was fabulous.
I felt sorry for you. I did.
I've had a lot worse, trust me.
Well,
we're good.
Well, you've come back for a second shot. It couldn't have been that bad. Randy, it is an absolute honour to meet you, sir. And I'm going to get into it. Now, you're one of the founding members, of course, of Autograph itself. But I'll let you know that I spoke to Steve Lynch just a couple of weeks ago. He couldn't speak highly enough of you.
Oh, cool. I mean, me and Steve knew each other forever. I mean, I guess it's like almost 40 years. And it's like when he decided to move off, it was like, cheers, brother. You know what you got to do. We're going to do what we got to do. It was awesome.
Yeah, well, you guys, you've broken up, got back together, broken up, and then got back together again. It's been an on and off kind of a relationship. But those were the days, of course. Steve Plunkett was the lead vocalist, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. Yep. He was, actually, me and Plunkett were in a band called Wolfgang in the 70s in L.A. So I knew him like 6 years beforehand. I went up and did Lita Ford and a band called The Offenders and The Lawyers. And then when I was in Lita Ford, I got a call from Steve saying, "I'm going to go into with Van Halen." I said,
Why not? Why not? Yeah, absolutely. And of course, you guys have also toured with bands like Aerosmith, and of course, there's been some crazy stuff in the past as well, hasn't there? I know Steve was telling me, of course, about Motley Crue, and a particular drummer that was turned upside down, sort of inebriated at the time. The crowd wore it.
Oh, inebriated is a good word compared to what we really were.
Oh, Jimmy, I want to be with you, mate, when you're playing. Believe me, if these guys are going to continue this tradition of mayhem, maybe a little shenanigans, I'm a part of that. And we're going to talk to you guys about getting you down here in New Zealand very, very shortly. But I got to let you know, Jimmy, Steve was absolutely elated, is the word, that you took his place. He says you couldn't get a better guitarist. I got to agree.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, you know, it was like we spoke earlier. It was a fact that Steve and I had known each other. We actually met. I actually met Randy and Steve back in the 80s at a NAMM show. That a band and I we played together at a show in Chicago. And we actually hung out afterwards, and then years later, these guys were doing a show up here in Massachusetts, and a band I was in opened for them with Chris and BJ from Doc. You know, they were in House of Lords, and then they went off to Doc. So we played together, and that's how our friendship started all over again. And I went out to see them play when they played the casino around here a bunch of times, and things just, you know, got together like that. And then, like I said, when I read online that Steve had quit, I contacted Randy right away and said, "Randy, I'd love a shot at auditioning." I didn't, expect to just say, "Hey, I want the gig. You got to take me." I'm sure there was. I knew there was a line of guitar players that were already calling him, and I was hoping that I would at least get an opportunity to audition for the band.
Well, I got to congratulate Randy for making the decision to take you on board. Now, I got to ask you though, do you try to emulate Steve's work, or do you bring your own to it?
Oh, I bring my own totally. I'm a totally different player than Steve. Steve does a lot of his technique has always been a lot of tapping, using multiple finger tapping and stuff, and mine is the opposite almost. Mine is all picking. So I've had to adapt a few different things, and the guys have been really great to let me have my freedom of doing my own solos in the song, with the exception of Turn Up the Radio, but they said pretty much, I can do what I want. But there's a couple other things that I wanted to do, like Loud and Clear. I wanted to learn that. And I take little elements from some of the things that were in the song already. I didn't want to just not do anything that was from the song. You know, I figured take a little piece and then keep it recognizable to the fans, so they'll hear that one little section possibly, and then I'll get to do my own thing at the same time.
You know,
it's worked out great. I mean,
we didn't want another Steve Lynch, because Steve Lynch is Steve Lynch. You know what I mean?
Exactly,
like,
exactly, Randy.
Like the radio always said, please get as close as you can, because that's kind of like one of the signature songs. But I said, you're free to do whatever you want from that point on, because you're that good of a guitar player. Don't worry about it. And he learned what? How many songs did you learn in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Yeah. Well, I learned their whole set. It was funny. Randy, called me the night I left him a message, which was great, and he said he gave me 3 songs to learn, and he says learn those 3. We'll fly you to LA, do an audition, and then we would know. Well, I took it upon myself to just keep learning. I asked him to send me a set list, so I just kept going. And, the next thing I had 6, and then I had 8. And I was, talking to him all along. I was communicating with Simon a lot as well, via Skype or FaceTime. And I was going over vocal parts with him because I knew the vocals were an important thing for Simon. Having a third singer. Because Randy actually, I don't know if you know how the harmony structures work in the band. Randy has a very high voice, much higher than what you would think his talking voice is. He hits all the high notes. So he sings, always takes the upper harmony register. Simon is in the middle singing the lead, and I'm taking the low notes. So we happen to... I learned all my notes, and then when we came time to us to finally come out there and rehearse, everything just blended great. It worked great.
Nice, and believe me, I think it's going to be a winning formula. I really, really do. Now, talking of Simon Daniels, Randy, how long have you known Simon? How did he come into the band, taking, of course, Steve's place, Steve Plunkett I'm talking about?
Yeah, what it was is me and Lynch decided to go out and play again. That's just the fact. We were going, okay, if we ask Plunkett to play, and he still doesn't sing live anymore. So I figured that's okay. And then we got Kenny, the old drummer, but he couldn't play. So we get dwindled down to the rhythm. And I said, does anyone know any really soulful rock and roll singers out there? And it happened, one was on Monsters of Rock with a jailhouse. Someone said, you should try this guy out. So I gave him a call. He had a couple of beers in Marina Del Rey, and I said, dude, every girl in this house has turned their head to rock this. And I said, we can sing, I don't care.
Well, once upon a time, people used to say Bono couldn't sing either from U2.
Right, of course.
Exactly, but he looked good at the time too, didn't he?
That's what it's all about, right?
Yeah,
man.
Exactly. You got to have the image, and of course, Jimmy fits right on in there too for an old man.
We're all old men. What are you talking about?
Hey, look, I'm only 21. I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, I'm 26.
Now, all I'm going to take. Tell me all about the song, and where did the lyrics come from?
It mainly came from frustration. Just record companies and stuff were just lying to you constantly. And you finally get to the point where this is truth, man. And so that's what that song, that was the egg of that song. I mean, we just kept throwing lyrics in the lyrics. Each one of us were frustrated. So that's kind of the egg of that.
By the way, that's one of my favorite songs. That's I said that in another interview actually. All I'm Gonna Take is one of the old songs I really enjoy playing.
Jimmy, and I'm going to be straight up with you right now, is that it is never easy getting an interview with us here. We get so many bands on a daily basis. You can only get so many in a day, if you know what I mean. And there's only 7 days in a week. We only work 5. So it goes through Barbara, through production, and then finally they whittle it down so that the board can hear it. Now, the board are only interested in one thing, and I've got to be straight up with you. That is our image. We only play the good stuff, if you can appreciate that. And then somebody hands it to me, crazy people. They really, really are. Now, I go driving around in my car, absolutely have no idea who and what I'm listening to until I get it into the system and coming pumping out through the speakers. Now, we're in a little milling town here in Kawerau, in between about three major cities, Rotorua, Whakatane and Tauranga, and got plenty of back roads that you can sort of put the foot down a little bit in amongst the trees. Nobody's ever going to find you if you ever have an accident. But that's where I go and listen to the music, because nobody else can influence me if I want to do the interview or not. So I had no idea when suddenly I'm listening to All I'm Gonna Take, so I had to literally pull the car over, open up the doors, turn up the stereo, crank out a cold one, and absolutely just enjoy this. This was my first take on it. Didn't know it was autographed until I got back into production. Here, live right now, is of course Randy&Jimi Bell, two members of the band, legendary band, Autograph, and All I'm Gonna Take.
Rest for a second.
I'm sorry?
Hey, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Hi, Alina. I love you.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll go and crank a cold one.
To Alina. Hi, everyone else. Alina's watching.
Who's watching?
Alina.
Alina's... Oh, darling. Hello, sweetheart. Guess what? I'm talking to your man's other band that he used to play with right now. Absolutely, I am. Sweetheart, I am so looking forward to catching up with you for the Xmas extravaganza. That's going to be a lot of fun as well. And pass love on to Steve for me, won't you?
Hi, Robert.
Alina, Steve's
Hi, Steve Baker. Hi, Chris.
better half
Hi,
is
Chris
watching us
Steve.
right now.
Oh, awesome.
So,
Well, hello.
yeah, love Alina. Love Alina. She's a wonderful lady. And I heard just recently she had her photos taken with Manny Cabot.
Yeah, our man Manny.
Yeah, Manny is
Lovely.
not only a rock star in his own right, Jimmy, but he's a very, very accomplished photographer. He does a lot for magazines and stuff. And he got all over Alina and wanted to just take her photographs.
You can't blame him.
No, I can't. I really
No.
can't. No, she's very photogenic. I've seen one of the photos.
Yeah, she's beautiful. And
She
I
is
love you,
beautiful.
Alina.
Yes, we all
We
love
can't
you,
wait
Alina.
to meet.
Yes, can't wait for you. And
Oh.
yeah, no, I'm just wondering, are we putting a wedding together?
Oh, look.
Come on, we can do that.
Where's Randy gone?
I don't know. He might have taken. He's gone to the head. Oh no, he's
Oh,
come
there he
back.
is. Oh, I went
There
to
he
get
is.
another drink.
Yeah, he had to go and powder his nose.
There they are.
I was playing with my teddy bear.
Ah, that was what it was.
That's what
I heard Barbara call you beautiful this morning, my friend.
I know, I am.
Well, yeah, you are, but you know, I'm sorry, bro. I'll call you bro.
You can call me bro anytime.
Yeah,
And
nice.
he's not very good at growing a beard.
She didn't call me beautiful. I'm totally jealous.
Yeah, but there you go. There you go. But yet again, she didn't know you just got out of the shower either.
No. You're beautiful always.
She says you're beautiful always.
I know.
Oh,
I'm jealous of his hair.
So am I.
Yeah.
You know,
He's got some.
I've got a what is it called? A skullet.
A scallop.
well,
A skullet.
that's okay.
Yeah. It's sort of the two hair that I do have confuses people because it looks so good.
Well, good.
Well,
what I-
pretty good hair, so that's good.
What I do with my hair actually is like, as I start losing it on top, I just cut a little bit from the bottom and glue it to the top.
Oh, cool.
Brilliant.
Oh, that's
Some
a good
super
one.
glue and stuff. It's all good.
I started doing that too up until the point where the glue went up in price. So I thought, no, I'm standing alone on this one. And I really don't want to have something put needles in my head and put in that nylon stuff. That's ridiculous.
Oh, well, you just have to get a trump.
Get a Trump?
Yeah.
Oh, God, no.
Oh, God, no, we don't want to do that. What do you feed that thing? What does he feed that thing? Really, is that the thing that's running the country? Okay, so I'm going to ask you guys one of the fan questions, which is how do we get hold of you? Are you on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, all that sort of stuff? and then we'll go into 5 questions of
Or you
50
could
Shades
do
of
that
Grey.
before.
Or we could do that first.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to
Hope
do?
they're seemly today.
Don't want to be seemly.
Well,
You want to let me loose.
okay, they're
Am
not
I
going to be the
allowed
same
to-
ones you asked Steve.
Am I allowed? Well, it could be.
Oh, there you
It might be
go.
different as well. You never know.
Oh, these poor fellows up here.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for them. Right.
Did you know that scientists have proven the mythical creature Rudolph was a woman?
Sure, why not?
Well, no, true. If you look at it, the male antler horns at that time of the year actually fall off. So if they've got horns, it's a female.
Oh, well, that's,
Oh, here.
Useless piece of information.
That's why she was redone.
Whether you want it or not.
She
Anyway,
painted her nose red, that's why. She
Yeah.
was a female, yeah.
I like Leroy, the redneck reindeer.
Right.
The one that drives up in his John Deere. Hold on, let's go back.
Back to on air.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, bang on 11:30. It is 27 degrees downtown. Not bad. Yeah, I think it's going to climb to 30 plus or 30 odd if you follow Barbara's predictions. Wednesday, November 27th, and believe me, we are making history today, talking to legends, no less. And we're talking to, of course, Autograph. These guys have been around for, well, since the 80s. Everybody knows Turn Up the Radio. They really, really do. It's not only an anthem, it's an established song. It's been there forever, and it is just part of the history of the band itself. And of course, we've got to give a shout out to Simon Daniels, lead singer. Jimmy Bell's joined us, Randy Rand's joined us, and Mark Wheeland on drums. Let's not forget Mark. Now, Mark has just joined us recently as well, hasn't he?
Well, no, he was at the beginning of the new version. Him and Simon came as a backup.
Right, of course, that's where it all works out, because I've known a couple of drummers that have been with you guys over the years, haven't there?
Yeah, there's been a couple, sure.
Yeah. Some of them just couldn't take the pace and wanted to go and sleep for a while.
Yeah, this was pretty hard.
Yeah, absolutely. But they made their mark in the history annals of music as well with the Autograph. Now, you guys, Sign In Please, 1984, That's the Stuff, 1985, Loud and Clear, 1987. These are all legendary trademarks of Autograph. Now, how long does it take for you guys to write a very successful song, get it out there, much like Turn Up the Radio? And do you think that the Turn Up the Radio is your staple song?
Well, Turn Up the Radio was one of those 45 minutes it's done. It was just one of those magical moments. And we knew it in the studio. First time we did the demo, we went, well, hell, I think we got ourselves a good song on our hands here. It all started out with just me and Kenny, the drummer, playing a rhythm pattern. And Steve came in, the Plunky came in, and the lyrics were written about an hour later, and it was done.
Randy, I have spoken to so many artists over the years, and they've all said one thing pretty much, is the longevity of the song. It was written on a Starbucks napkin.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's weird like that, isn't it? And at the same time, genius on the guitar over here who can just learn a whole set in no time at all.
He's not bad at all. It's not bad.
Yeah, I know he's not bad, believe me. I think he's one of the best in the world today.
Thank you.
Always has been.
I have to say, I really enjoy playing the songs, the old and the new songs. Everything that I get to play with them, it's really great. You know, I love the way Simon's approaches to his vocals, and the band just has a lot of thunder to it when I'm up on stage with him, which is something that I absolutely love. It's got a lot of punch and you know.
You know, I think you are the missing piece that has always been needed. Nothing aside from, of course, Steve Lynch. Steve Lynch, as Randy Rand says, is Steve Lynch. But I think you adding your own style to it is going to take Autograph that extra step further. I really believe that. I do.
I agree.
Now,
well, yeah, you know what? The good thing is that I'm a writer. As you know, I've written most of all the music for the last 8 House of Lords records. Even though House of Lords is a melodic, they consider that a melodic rock band, but it's a heavy melodic rock band. And I'm really looking forward to collaborating with Randy, Simon, and Mark on new material. And in fact, I already have. We've already started. I presented a couple ideas. As a matter of fact, I threw an idea at Randy when before I even came and auditioned for the band. I had played something over my phone and sent it to him in a message. That's how, you know, right away. I wanted to show the guys. I really wanted to play with these guys. Really bad when the opportunity came. So I wanted to show them that I can write, I can sing, and I can play. And I knew that I knew exactly what I was stepping into. And I have to say that all of the Autograph fans have been extremely wonderful to me for considering the circumstance of replacing Steve and everything. It's just the response has been incredible, and I can't thank them enough. They really welcomed me in, which is great. That's sometimes that's unheard of, that fast. But right after the first show, it was like boom. Our first show was bad. Our first show, I'm so happy that a fan filmed our entire first show, and the whole thing's filmed, because it was really a magical thing that even just constantly gets better every time we play. But that first show was just really something to have to have been caught. There was a lot of magic going on there,
Awesome. I tell you what, if you've still got the copy of it, how would you like to send it through to us so that we can enjoy it as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Looking forward to seeing Randy playing his bass live on stage. Now, how long have you been playing bass, Randy?
Since 1970.
Yeah, just the other day, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, just the other day.
Yeah.
I started playing guitar in 1959. So I was a guitar player until 70.
Really, really. Well, yeah. Do you miss playing guitar yourself?
No, I got tons of guitars at home. I play them all the time.
Nice. Yeah. Well, believe me, I got a couple at home. Legend in my own bedroom, but I can't really play them in front of anybody. I'm just not that good.
Well, I'm trying to get good.
Yeah. It's a work in progress, isn't it? Every time you pick it up.
It always is. That's why I like bass, because what I love about bass is I was always a rhythm guitar player to begin with, and then the sound of a kick drum and a snare up my ass like that, it's like I can't stand it. I love it. It's just so powerful.
I think Randy's an incredible bass player. I've played with a lot of musicians, and I have to say, he locks in with the drums. To me, this is only my personal opinion, and I don't want to get yelled at by bass players or other musicians. I'm not a fan of the bass players that play lead guitar on bass. It's just that to me it's there's only one or two guys that get away with that are really great. But when I I hear a lot of bass players, doing a lot of, tapping on the bass. And, to me, the bottom end of the whole band relies on the bass and the drums. If you don't have a bass player and a drummer that lock in together like this, then the whole band's going to fall apart. And so I find it so great that Randy could lay down this incredibly simple but rugged. I don't know if rugged's the word I'm looking for, but this, just really lock in with Mark on the kick drum, and that's what a band needs. If you get a bass player going mental, then you have a guitar going mental, and then you got a drummer going mental. The whole band is people going mental.
Exactly, and believe me, that's how it all gels. That's how you become tight, is having your back line working in unison, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, believe me. I know a bit about staging and everything like that. I've been an engineer, front of house engineer for over the years. Also been a studio engineer, and I can't fault the work that I've been listening to lately, by the way. I don't listen to it like a fan. I'm sure I've told you this in the past, Jimmy. I listen to it as an engineer or a DJ listens to music, and right now, what you're turning out is just absolutely superb. It really is. Now, I'm going to give you a fan question because, believe me, the fans want to know. How do we get hold of you guys? Do we find you on Facebook? Do we find you on Twitter? Do we find you on Instagram? But more importantly, guys, do you respond?
Depends. But you can always find us on autographband.com. That's our website. And I'm on Facebook at just Randy Rand. I might have a space for 1 or 2 people. I doubt it.
Maybe.
I actually respond to a lot of people, a lot of fans. A lot of people contact me on Facebook Messenger, and as soon as I'll tell you this real quick. As soon as Randy made the announcement, we rehearsed on a Tuesday. They flew me out on a Tuesday. We got to the hotel. I think we arrived in California around 12:30 in the afternoon, and then we had the rehearsal room set up for 5 or 4. So, right after we played, and they all knew that they wanted me in the band. They made the announcement on Wednesday, the next day, and man, my social media just exploded. Facebook, I mean, everything in the world that you could think of. For those next few days, it was like nonstop. And I actually took the time to message back as many people as I possibly could, that were congratulating me and questions, and I don't mind doing it. It's good.
Well, I feel sorry for you now because, believe me, you're going to get another 5,000 Facebook friends and another 5,000 Instagram fans. You're going to be typing for a long time. Your fingers are going to get smaller.
That's okay. It keeps my fingers limber for playing guitar.
Nice, nice. Well, I got to be honest with you guys. I don't respond. I really, really don't. But everybody keeps trying to get hold of me. They don't get the message, Don't call me. Call Barbara. That's the one. Now, at the same time, I think it's about time we started with the 5 questions out of the 50 Shades of Grant. What do you reckon?
Oh, no.
Oh, no, Barbara. Everybody's wanting to see this. I can see that. So, first question, guys. If a pig loses its voice, is it disgruntled?
Is what disgruntled?
If a pig loses its voice, is it disgruntled?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Second question. Every planet that has a moon has a name for its moon. Why don't we have a name for ours?
We do, the moon.
No. Come on. I'm sort of sliding towards maybe something like Celestial Body Brian, for instance. We lost Randy right there. Okay, check this out.
Yeah, Randy's gone. He's out of it now.
Check this out. Prime Minister, I call him caretaker Prime Minister, Boris Johnson in the UK. Our Prime Minister, Jacinda Ardern, here in New Zealand. And there's Angela Merkel over in Germany. She's the Chancellor over there. Then there's Donald Trump. Which is the odd one out?
Oh, look at the silence there.
Yeah. Nobody wants to say Donald Trump this time round.
No, we avoid political stuff totally.
Okay. Well, the truth is that the other three are real politicians. He's impeachments. Look at the colour of the guy. Literally. Does he go and sit in a tanning room all day and then come out looking like the colour that he's going to be ending up in? Impeached. There you go. There's a good question.
I got it, dude. I got it.
All right. Now at the same time, have you guys ever tried any vegan sausages?
I am a vegetarian.
You are a vegetarian? Okay.
Yes.
Then you're the best person to let me know. Do they use real vegans in them?
Yes, they do.
Nice. Nice. Much like the Girl Guide biscuits once upon a time, they were running out of Girl Guides, remember?
Of course.
Yeah.
So agreed.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But the one that scares me the most, of course, is Johnson & Johnson baby oil. Do they use real babies?
And how many?
Yeah, they do. You just have to grind them up real tight.
Yeah, exactly.
Really hard.
Yeah, well, they'd have to do it to make them that clear, really, wouldn't they?
Yeah, you just gotta run them through the water over and over again.
Yeah, a little reducing, maybe. Anyway, last question, of course, you remember Tiger Balm? Do they use real tigers?
Yes.
Nice. Yeah. Just how do they get them into those little, tin things?
You have to get them when they're really, really young. Really
Yeah.
tiny.
Somebody told me they had to be the white tigers as well.
True. Harder to find.
Yeah, and having said that, we are not advocating, of course, reducing babies and or attacking tigers in any way. And by the way, Sumatra lost their last rhino yesterday. That is just absolutely tragic. It really, really is. We are here live with Autograph, of course. Randy Rand and Jimmy Ballard joining us. And they're going to meet me halfway by telling me all about the lyrics of Meet Me Halfway. Tell me all about it.
Oh, okay.
No, well, that's you, Randy. These are before I was in, so.
Go ahead, Jerry. Meet me halfway. I was trying to figure out what Simon was talking about on that, but Simon writes really, really deep, and sometimes I don't think he has a real purpose for it. It's like he wants you to understand at your own rate what the lyrics mean to you.
Okay, well, you know something, Randy? I absolutely love this track. I really, really do. It's one of my favourite Autograph songs, and I'm very, very honoured to play it right now here at Galaxy, live with the boys themselves from Autograph. Meet me halfway. Gosh, it's hot up here, Barbara.
Yep, hot's all right. What does it say in Fahrenheit?
What is it in Fahrenheit? It is 96 degrees, 0.2 in Fahrenheit. Can you have a? There you go, have a look at that.
Yeah, that's how hot it is, guys.
Yeah.
We're losing weight.
It's a weight loss program. We need more fans. 27.4 degrees Celsius outside. So that's a big jump in between. You look absolutely perspiry. You do. Gosh, you're going to feel sorry that you ever did this, Jimmy. You really are, once you see this video.
It's fine so far.
Nice, nice. The fans seem to like these stupid questions that they want, you know what I mean? So we throw them in for that reason alone, because it does, it does keep them occupied.
Alina, have you recorded any 2.22 songs?
You know, Barbara, she gets this wandy thing going like crazy. You got to duck out of the way, and then every now and again you can look up, Jimmy, and she's whispering into it. Makes me...
Keep blocking you with that
Yeah,
phone.
yeah. What are you saying about me?
I was talking to Alina.
Alina, she's still there?
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Oh my gosh, it's hot up here.
I've got the window open and the fans on.
You got the fans
Is it
on?
really hot down there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's summertime.
Turn on the temperature.
It's summertime. It's 28
Yeah,
degrees
I've
outside
done that.
and 96 degrees in here, Fahrenheit.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We're tough.
There's-
Us Kiwis don't have
It's
air
all the
conditioning.
computers and everything that we got running in here at the
Don't.
moment. It's just ridiculous.
Well, you need some fans or air conditioning in there, don't you?
I've
Yeah, well, we
fans,
got plenty of fans listening, but nobody blowing on us.
Going round. Blowing on them.
Randy's having a heart attack in the background over there.
I'm just sitting down. I'm
Yeah.
saying,
Somebody pick that man off the floor.
Clear! Clear!
Go and get your base.
Here's a funny thing for you, bro. I had to go and do some legal stuff the other day, and I noticed while I was standing in the courthouse, wasn't going up for any trouble or anything, I just had to do some legal papers, that they had an iPad defibrillator,
yeah.
right? So I said to the lady, does that mean to say if my iPad goes down, you can shock it back to life? She didn't get it. I said, the sign's there. The sign's right there, iPad defibrillator.
Does
You know, that's
Randy
all
need
well
to-
and good for your iPad.
Does
What about
Randy-
everybody else?
Does Randy need to pull up a chair?
Does Randy need to pull up a chair? I don't
No,
know.
I'm just relaxing for a second, no big deal.
I love the ceiling. I love
Randy's probably standing up doing this. That's
The
why.
mind boggles. He's sitting down on the floor.
Oh, okay. I thought he was tall, actually.
I'm relaxing on the couch here, so
Yeah.
that's why I'm able to.
He's quite a
How many
dresser,
minutes
isn't
do I
he,
have?
Jimmy?
How many minutes do I have? Do I have enough time to run and get some more water?
Oh, yeah. Oh, look, he
You've
popped
got about
up.
a minute left.
Okay, no problem.
And Randy's back.
And he just ran right through that other guy.
He just ran right through the other guy, yeah. Hold on, let's go back to the desk. We'll talk to Randy.
Hi, Tina from Germany.
Tina, she's with
Hilco.
Kilco.
Hilco, New Zealand. Here they come.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 9 away from lunchtime, 12 o'clock, it is 27 degrees, fluctuating between 27 and 30 degrees right now. It's way past what the weatherman says, 21 degrees, Wednesday, November 27th, and believe me, absolutely elated right now, talking to Randy Rand coming out of Georgia, and of course Jimmy Bell coming out of New York. That's a long distance relationship, you guys.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. With the other two guys are in Los Angeles.
Yeah, exactly. It would be. Now, does that make it, when you're doing your bookings and everything like that for tours, does it make it more difficult you being in Georgia?
No. I'm at the Atlanta airport, which is like the hub of the world. So I can go anywhere for and plus we play on the East Coast when we do the West Coast, so it's easy for me.
Okay. Now, the reason why I was asking that, Randy, is literally I was wondering if you consider maybe coming down here to New Zealand, doing a few shows live with us here in front of Kiwi audiences.
Yeah, duh. Where there's the stage, that's where I want to be.
Well, I tell you what, we would be honoured not only to have yourself and, of course, Simon and Mark with you, but Jimmy as well. Jimmy, you and I are going to get into a bit of trouble, and Brandy's going to have to bail us out.
That's all right. That happened first time.
Trouble's my middle name. You don't have to worry about it. I'm all good.
Nice. I love that idea because, believe me, I think you guys would be a huge sensation down here in New Zealand. And, of course, we could always take you over to the other island that we want to claim, even though
Another big island?
yeah, it's on fire right now. To be very honest with you,
Oh.
Australia.
Like
But
California?
yeah, it is. It pretty much it's the same scenario in Australia. I think the Blue Mountains have only just been put out, and it wasn't the firemen. It was Mother Nature that sent a bit of rain finally after a number of days. Really, really welcomed that. But
No kid.
yeah, you know, we could do a number of shows over there. We like their money.
Right.
Yeah.
We like
We would be honored to come down there and play. It
We
would
would
be wonderful.
Nice. And at the same time, we could do some crazy stuff over there, much like what we're going to do over here. We could always take you ostrich riding over there. Maybe if you're into boxing, well, I know kangaroos do that sort of thing.
Yeah, good. No.
Yeah, good. No. Okay. But having said that, coming to New Zealand, we are kind of crazy here. I know Jimmy's sort of been through this before with me, but have you ever heard of a hoo-hoo grub, Randy?
No.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, you're going to get the videos of these anyway, so just to prove I'm not pulling your leg, you've heard of caterpillar, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is a caterpillar on steroids. It's like a double-decker bus, is to a mini. It's big, it's white, it's got a black head, and what you do is when you put the live body in your mouth, rip off the head, don't eat that, it's yucky, but when you crunch down on this, it's like eating creamy peanut butter.
Like I said, I'm a vegetarian.
Okay, okay. By the way, I'm talking to vegetarians. Let's ask this question. Some vegetarians say, "I'll never eat anything with a face in it." I ask, would you ever eat anything with a heart in it?
No.
No? Well, the cabbages and the cauliflowers and everything like that are going to be safe. That's a good idea. Ah, dear.
Don't start with me, mister.
Ah, yes, I've got to start with you. Of course I do. Ah, it's just too good. It's got to happen. It really does. But we do have a thing here in New Zealand, my friend. The indigenous folks of New Zealand called the Maori used to eat the hoo-hoo grub, still do. And we have a wild foods festival down in the Hokitika, down the west coast of the South Island. We would love to be able to take you down there and experience some stuff. You know, we kind of deep fry stuff that really shouldn't be deep fried.
I know. Well, I've been to Louisiana. Same thing there.
Yeah, I've had their bicycle tubes.
Take, boiled pig's feet, nice stuff, snout.
Yeah,
Hard boiled
That's
snout.
why he's a
but I don't mind a bit of gumbo.
No, gumbo's good. That's different. That's real food.
Yeah, that is real food. I don't mind a bit of that, but you can keep the trotters and the snouts and all that sort of thing.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that, yeah.
Having said that, we'll take...
Jimmy's face. Look at Jimmy's face.
Yeah, exactly. He's still trying to comprehend the fact that there's a hoo-hoo grub involved in this conversation. Yeah.
I'm a meat and potatoes guy in pasta. Meat, potato, and pasta. I'm all about that.
I eat a lot of pasta. I eat a lot of pasta.
Yeah,
That's my favorite thing.
absolutely. So having said that, we'll take you down to the bottom of the South, well, around the bottom of the South Island. There's a little boutique town city. It's trying to be a city anyway. Places where, Shania Twain owns a property down there. Kevin Costner was there not so long ago. Same with Tom Cruise. He was down there. It's the kind of place that the A-listers go to when they want to get away from their friends but take their mates anyway.
Right,
Gotcha.
yeah.
One of those kind of places. We'll take you down there, show you around. You never know who you might run into. And at the same time, I don't know, Barbara, we'll throw them off a bridge.
No, they're not going
That's
off
all
the
right.
bridge.
Yeah, we have a thing down there called bungee jumping.
Oh, yeah, we have it here, too.
Cool. And believe me, I'll be one of the first lined up for that. I love it. I know AJ Hackett, and he's always threatening to push me off. He never gets a chance because I'm already gone.
Did you jump? Yeah.
Literally.
Take the diet.
Yeah, literally. And at the same time, you guys are not Australian, so we'll attach the bungee.
Yeah.
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 Simple, yeah.
I'm okay with a bungee.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I know that your version of Hoo Hoo Jimmy was far better than my version.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't mind playing with your version at all, to be very honest with you.
Family.
Here all week.
Yeah, the girls in the background are sitting there trying to say, Grant, yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Right.
Now, having said that, my friends, have you ever heard of a Zorb?
A what?
A Zorb.
No, they
Z-O-R-B. It's a big round plastic see-through ball. Now, I know Alina Ray's looking at this because I asked her the same question. And what you do is, well, we got to get you a bit juiced first, to be very honest, because when you get in there and put on a fresh pair of boxers, because there's moisture in there, there's actually water in there, and we'll roll you down a hill.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, it's like you...
Oh, you get inside this thing? Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. Now, don't forget, the more juice you have, the possibility of more juice in there by the time you get out.
Oh, I got you.
I get that.
Yeah, now, having said that, we'll put some runners in front of you. We'll make it into human Skittles. Now, that's always fun when you are juiced, watching the expressions of their faces as you roll over top of them. Love that idea.
Okay.
Love that idea. Yeah.
Cool, huh?
It really is quite fun. We'll send you the video. Believe me, you'll have a few laughs. And I was saying to Alina Ray, who's joining us right now, best to do it in your best bikini, because believe me, you don't want to do it in your city clothes because they would get absolutely messy once you get out.
I'm wearing a suit. I'm gonna wear a suit.
I wear the bikini.
All
I'm
right.
just gonna wear a bikini.
I'll be holding the camera.
No, that's my job.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I tell you what, I'll take part in it as well. Anybody here interested in parachuting?
I used to do it a lot.
Really? You want to do it again?
Maybe. Yeah, 'cause I did 18 jumps, and the last 10 were solo, so it was good.
Nice, nice. Well, believe me, I've got a few under my belt as well. I'm a member of the local aerodrome here in Rotorua, and it's, I don't know, is it still an international aerodrome?
No, not at the moment.
Just a domestic at the moment. Used to be an international aerodrome, but now a domestic one. But we do have a paragliding, parachuting kind of club there that we make full use of. So if you feel like doing something like that while you're here, more than happy to take you for a jump.
I have no problem at all.
Are you familiar with...
I'll do it as long as it's only off a 5-foot ladder.
That'd be a quick deploy.
Yeah, believe me, you won't be stepping out into space for too long, that's for sure. In fact, I don't even think the chute would open. No, having said that, are you familiar with Lord of the Rings?
Yes, a little bit.
Okay, Hobbiton, right at the very beginning of it, where you see the Foots people and everything like that. That's about an hour and a half away from where we are right now. The full set.
Nice.
We'll take you there,
Nice.
have a bit of brunch, you know, and a few wines or a few juices and stuff like that. Go and take a few photos. Always a nice place to go. It really, really is. And then we can head on up to Auckland, to the biggest city that we have here in New Zealand. Take you out on the harbour for a dinner at night, take in the ambience, you know, and a few brewskis. We might even go to the casino and do a bungee jump off that as well if you're interested.
Bungee jump off the casino?
Yeah, but believe me, after a night on the harbour, you'll be begging to go.
Exactly. 17 Black. Wrong again.
But at the same time, I'm sure we'll work something out about getting some gigs going at the same time. This is just what we do in between doing a bit of work. We got to break it up somehow, if you know what I mean.
I got you.
Right.
Now, would you be bringing some ladies with you?
Yes, I would.
Nice.
Bring my wife. My wife is gorgeous, and she's lovely.
Nice.
And so is Jimmy. Says she's
a lot of fun.
A fiance, right?
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, Barbara is an Olympic shopper. I'm sure that somewhere along the way, the ladies will be well catered for all the way through the tour here in New Zealand.
I don't think they need help.
Yeah. And Mandy shops non-stop. So every time I come home here, there's something new in this house that I don't even know how it gets into the house. I'm not talking just clothes. I'm talking about pieces of furniture. See, I don't even know how this stuff gets in the house. She's working all day. I don't know how these. I come in, there's always something new in here, and I'm going like, how did this arrive here? You know, it's like.
And I bet you don't believe in Santa.
Yeah, she must.
I think she's got a hotline to somebody for sure. But having said that, my friend, we would be absolutely honoured to have you and your partners and everybody involved here touring in New Zealand and of course in Australia as well. We want to do this, so please, please, please keep us in mind. And, well, that's a good chance for us to paint the town in Auckland. Tell us how you come to that.
How we come to paint the town?
Paint the town. Tell me all about it.
What color you want?
I wear all black. My whole life is black and white. My guitars are white, and my clothes are black. That's the story of my life. So the whole town would be painted black and white. Everything.
Nice. Well, I tell you what. If we did that in Auckland, all we have to do is take the light bulbs out.
That's right.
That's easy. That's easy. And believe me,
That's easy.
If you've done anything like me, I've gone out and painted the town myself, pretty much red, to be very honest with you. Walked out of a particular venue one night, so stonkered, got in the back of a car that I thought was a taxi. No, it was the police officers. They took me home.
Right,
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I couldn't have got a safer ride, to be very honest, and I didn't.
Right.
No, absolutely.
Didn't have.
Place for you to stay, too.
Yeah, exactly. The only thing was, now they know where I live, but I didn't have to tip them.
That's true.
So right here at Galaxy 107 FM, talking live to two members out of Autograph. Yes, Autograph legends, they are. Here is Paint the Town.
Hi, Samantha.
Samantha? Who'd be Samantha? Oh, I've lost it. Good hiding.
Daughter Layla, we've got the music. Next year it will have.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I missed that.
Paint This Town film was that on? Was that paint? That's the stuff, you know?
I'm not sure.
I'm not either, dude. I was in the band too.
Yeah, weird. I'm having a moment.
You know, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't.
I'm like that when someone pulls off a cut off of that I'm not familiar with from one of the House of Lords records. I don't know what record it came off of, and I'm constantly asking which record is this, or and then you get the people that have the most of the time we always have to do a bonus track for Japan. I have these guys that request the bonus tracks. They message me, hey, you got a copy of the Japan bonus track? And I go, Jesus, I don't even know what the bonus track is. They're asking for a copy of it. It's like, I don't have that.
Yeah, believe me, I
They
can
make
fully
it up
understand that. I
Make it
really
up on
do.
the night.
Yeah. Go on eBay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, check out Spotify.
Yeah, Spotify.
Yeah.
Or CD Baby.
At least you might make 0.0 of a cent or something out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 cent.
Maybe. No, 1 cent. That's pushing it, dude.
Yeah, that is pushing it.
It really is. It's I think it's 0.001 or something like that. It's minuscule.
Well, I remember I had 14,000 plays on one of those channels, and I got 98 cents for it.
Yeah, I was going to say you'd get about $1.
14,000 plays.
Yeah, and that's because all the power literally is in the hands of the internet people, like Telecom, for instance. Vodafone, they rule the world right now. Once upon a time, it used to be RCA, Festival Records, all these kind of guys. You don't ever hear of them anymore because Telecom took over.
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah, all the
They really
cable.
did.
China now owns us.
Yeah. And artists didn't have a choice. They didn't have a choice. Telecom said, this is the price and this is what you're going to be paid. Bang. And everybody's going to love it. I hate the idea. I really do. So, if you get a chance, folks, go and download Autographs Music. Believe me, you won't go wrong. My recommendation. There you go.
Mine too.
CDs.
Yeah, exactly. Randy seconds that vote. And, of course, Jimmy's in the back nodding like crazy.
Absolutely. I can't wait to get riding with these guys. I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah,
They
me
can do
too.
it via Skype.
Yeah, do it via Skype. Well, Facebook, as you put it there, Jimmy.
You can do Skype, you can do Face, you can do a bunch of stuff you can work with.
Yeah, oh,
You just-
FaceTime, isn't it? Yeah, you guys...
FaceTime.
FaceTime.
All this stuff it's all good to get the ideas flowing, to get things started.
Exactly.
I did a lot of rehearsing with Simon before I even came to California. I really did. I worked really hard with him on all my vocal notes and everything. So and I practiced all my parts really hard. So that's why the first rehearsal was almost flawless.
Seamless. It's seamless. It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the desk. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 9 after 12 o'clock. It is 27 degrees downtown, heading, well, the weatherman said 21 degrees. We said 30 plus. Everybody laughed. They did. Well, we made it anyway, and we're on our way back down. Wednesday, November 27th. Now, I got to say something, guys. Not only is it an honour talking to you guys, but you're familiar with road trips and whatever happens on the road. I've heard from Steve Lynch about a particular incident that happened with a drummer from Motley Crue. But you guys have toured with bands like Aerosmith, for instance, Van Halen, the Ronnie James duo. Tell me, what is one incident that sticks out in your mind that really, it was one of the funny moments of your career?
Well, it's almost too many of them. But I'm just thinking of Motley Crue, like almost every night there was something ridiculous that happened. So it's like really hard to say which one was the funniest. But Heart Tour was really fun. Aerosmith was fun, but the Motley Crue tour was stupid. It was unbelievably stupid. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
I'll never forget. I'll never forget it. It was just crazy.
Steve was telling me about a particular incident where a young lady got on the bus, thought that she was on the, what was that smell? I remember him saying.
Yeah, but he was dousing his, his thing with Jack Daniels, hoping he wouldn't die.
She must have been ripe. I would have left her on the side of the road as well.
Did.
But he was cute.
You believe me. But believe me, I've toured around the world myself with a number of bands over the years. I've been a front of house engineer, and we toured with a band. Well, we had, would you believe, valets for us. Every 10 of us had a valet.
Oh, nice.
Literally. Now, after a little while, you kind of get sick of doing the meets and greets and doing the art festivals and the museums and stuff like that. So we used to try and ditch these guys. Literally. Get them away from us. So we got to Amsterdam, and I managed to get rid of this guy one day, and I rushed up these stairs. Top of the stairs was the sign saying traditional country music. I'm thinking, all right, we're going to get a bit of boot scooting going on. Raced on in there, and it's all these Dutch people wearing traditional Dutch garb, literally bells with, you name it. It was, no, it really was. And they had these wooden shoes on. Now, this young lady comes up to me, blonde hair, blue eyes, bright blue eyes, big ass smile, I got to be honest with you. And she goes, "Do you clog?" I went, only if I eat too much cheese. Do I clog? No, I don't clog. But I managed to get rid of course, the ballet. And as everybody says, you know, you got to go down the red light district just to see what it's about, right?
I've been there. Yeah, I've seen.
Yeah, love the church down there.
Hmm?
Absolutely love that church. Of course, let's not forget the park as well. And of course, we were talking to Steve Lynch about the exact same things. He got I think almost a religious sensation when he went to have a look at the church.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll pray for him.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And of course, I really need to wish Steve Lynch all the best with this new Project 222 as well. Looking forward to meeting up with you guys again for the extravaganza, you and Elena as well. So believe me, it is going to be a fun time. Now, is this the period of time now where, Jimmy, you start really knuckling down, starting to get a little bit of writing done, looking for releasing maybe new work in the new year?
Well, hopefully, yeah, I think so. Don't you, Jimmy?
Absolutely. Yeah, we're gonna be working extremely hard on getting new music out ASAP, and
we've got a lot of good gigs coming up. A lot of really good gigs.
Nice.
Yeah, we have a lot of good shows coming up, and I'm going to take the opportunity to sit down when I'm with the guys to actually work on some things, work out some details face to face with them, and then continue on my own. This is going to be a really great thing for me because, like I said, with House of Lords, I did. I don't write lyrics or anything, but I did most of all the music writing. I had DJ with me to help me do the arrangements and just say, oh, get rid of this part or that part, make this longer, whatever. But I usually used to come with a whole song pretty much completely done. So writing in a band with a whole 4 other writers is going to be a really great thing for me to get input from everybody on something. So this is going to be something I'm really looking forward to.
Nice, nice. And Jimmy, I got to be honest with you, my friend. I think this is a breakthrough moment for you in your career as an artist. Believe me, I think you've landed on your feet with Autograph. I really do.
Well, yeah. I mean, honestly, they're doing exactly. I've been looking for something like this for a long time, and it just worked out. All the stars or whatever however you want to say it, were in alignment because these guys were friends of mine already, and it just fell into place. It could have. These are things that don't happen all the time, and it just really worked out. But regardless of that, it all has to do with the way we sound. Because if I went out there, regardless if we were friends or not, and I wasn't cutting the mustard, I would have been out, because they needed to have somebody very strong coming into the band. So the fact that we got together and everything gelled instantly, with very little work, it's just like boom, 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 one thing after another. That's where all this magic is happening, and that's exactly what's going to happen with the songwriting. I just know I presented a few ideas to Randy and Simon, and they really like them a lot. It's in the exact vein of what the band is. So it's good.
I absolutely hear that. I really, really do. And believe me, I know that you're a vital part of Autograph now. And I know that you're coming down here to do shows with Simon, of course, and, of course, Mark, Randy, and yourself. live here in New Zealand. We really, really want to be able to see this. We really do. We couldn't express it any louder than that. Now, at the same time, would you come back again with new work? Can we have another interview with you guys? Release all your new stuff with you?
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah, man.
Nice,
Sure.
nice. And maybe we might be able to get Mark and Simon on board as well. Yeah, we might be able
That'd be
to,
nice.
we might be able to have an excuse.
I think next time, though, Randy and I are gonna get together and prepare questions to ask you.
You.
You've asked for it.
You know something? You, Jimmy, are the very first person to ever put that proposal to me. I dare you.
I think we're gonna have to come up with some witty things to throw at you. So you know.
I'll have to go to Google. Have to go to Google and see what his life's all about.
Well, I hope that you're not accusing me of being witty in any way. I'm just charismatic.
Yes, you are. Very.
Yeah,
Very.
yeah, it's my ruggedly handsome good looks that work for me.
That's exactly what it is. Exactly.
Ah, yeah. One of us is telling the truth, the rest is not right. Literally. Now, take no prisoners, my friends. We want to be able to talk to you about this song because, believe me, I love this track. Tell me all about it.
Well, Take No Prisoners, when RCA came to us and said, we need a song for a movie. And to tell you the truth, I forget what movie it is because we were on a lot of soundtracks. And so we were at the point where we had these riffs, like this simple riff. And like, what does it sound like? And I think the drummer said, it's like prisoners, because it's just so simple and bounded. It's like, okay, take no prisoners. So the whole thing is about getting what you want, going through everybody, not taking any prisoners.
I understand, I really, really do. But believe me, absolutely on the favourite list with my music list here at Galaxy 107 FM, here is the legendary band themselves, Autograph and Take No Prisoners.
Movie.
There we
We
go.
had like a week to write it for the
Hi,
movie. So
Jane.
I forget which one it was.
Hi, Simone.
I can't remember.
Hi, Samantha.
Terminator. No.
Oh, be black.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It might be Fight Night. I think maybe Fight Night.
Fight
Right.
Night. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
That was a damn good movie.
I'll look it up.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I
Yeah,
might-
look it up, would you?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know not
Take no
myself.
prisoners.
Barbara will look it up and do a bit of research. She'll pass it on to you.
What am I doing?
So we'll wrap it up from here on live, but we've still got a couple of things that we're going to do just off air. And as I say, we'll give you the photos, the videos, we'll transpose this from Facebook Live over to YouTube, send you copies of that. Most people throw that straight in the bin as soon as they get it and swipe to the left. You know what I mean? But if you want the photos, put them on your wallpaper, show your friends, say don't do this with Kiwis, it's not healthy.
Oh, I'm posting photos.
I
I don't
feel...
even know I'm doing this with no pants on. This is great. No, I'm only kidding.
No, I can see your pants.
Oh, you really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, oh, okay.
Can't see
They're
her.
black.
Now, if you had a big jacket on, I might have been
Yeah, no,
convinced.
it's actually just a big. How can you tell what's the jacket and the pants? Look at him. I'm always black. No, I'm only kidding.
We-
Yeah,
we-
this is a blast, man. Always a blast with you.
I have nothing on.
We know.
I see.
Aha, okay.
He's got a shirt on.
He's got a shirt on.
But we don't know
Yeah.
about the bottom.
I got a
bit.
shirt on. That's all I got on.
Cool.
Oh, great. So it's,
By the way,
trousers on.
we have slang here in New Zealand. I don't know whether you'd be familiar with this, but you guys have flip-flops, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
We call them jandals.
These things
Okay.
up here.
Okay, you guys have a chili bin?
A what?
A chili bin?
What's
Oh,
that?
yeah.
Yep, we have an esky.
An esky?
They have an esky. You guys say aluminum?
Uh-huh.
We say aluminium.
Uh-huh.
Okay? To me, it's all bloody tinfoil, really.
It's tinfoil.
It's just tinfoil.
So, yeah, if they contact me,
Yeah.
these guys, yeah, we'll do something.
Barbara says, please contact her. She wants to put a tour thing together.
Okay.
Okay? All we need is a couple of sponsors to get on board.
And all we
Bang, we're
need
away.
is someone to talk to.
Yeah, somebody, Jimmy, open up your wallet.
No problem. Zealand, are you kidding me?
Yeah, man, come and see us. Let's go back to the desk.
Chop, chop.
God, it's good catching up with Jimmy. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 24 after 12 o'clock, 28 degrees is going back up again. Heading for that high, we say 30 odd, 30 plus right here at Galaxy. It is Wednesday, November 27th, and we're joined by the juggernaut rock gods themselves, of course, Jimmy Bell and Randy Rand, aka half of Autograph. Now, guys, it has been an absolute pleasure catching up with you guys. Randy, you will never get past this again. I know that. You'll be going to Jimmy, what the hell did you get me involved with here?
No problem, girl. No problem.
No, Randy's got this. I knew Randy would have this.
Nice,
No problem.
nice. So looking forward to meeting you guys in the flesh, face to face here in New Zealand. We're going to get on the juice, have a few laughs and a bit of work as well. Let's go and play a few songs. And also looking forward to meeting Simon and Mark as well to make up the whole band of Autograph, today's Autograph. And I know New Zealand are chomping at the bit to have you guys here in New Zealand. Let's make that happen. But in the meantime, we're going to have to wrap it up right now. But will you come back again with new work? Let's do this again. Randy, let's subject you to some more Kiwi pain.
No, I don't care. Yeah, I love it, dude.
And Grant, I'm in. I'm a lifer. I'm I'm on anytime you want.
Awesome, my friend. It is always a pleasure. And, of course, it's been an absolute joy to catch up with you again, Jimmy. It really, really has. But while you're on the subject, please pass the love on from us here at Galaxy on to the House of Lords as well, won't you?
I will.
Yes, absolutely.
And please pass the love on to the other guys out of Autograph. We want to have you guys here. We really, really do. We can't say it loud enough. Come to New Zealand. Please entertain us, won't you?
We would love it.
Nice, nice. And at the same time, well, I'm kind of partial to getting drummers into trouble, so I don't know whether he's got a wife or not, but we can always sort of play with things like that, can't we?
Sure. And Mark's bigger than you, so be careful.
Okay, no, I'm not scared of big things. I really aren't. But I kind of like to drink a lot, and well, if Mark's up for the challenge, well, you never know. And the reason why I'm saying this is, of course, we were talking, as you know, to Steve Lynch, and before that, his fiancée, Alina Rain. Now, Alina sort of let it out of the bag not so long ago that she wants to come to New Zealand for Valentine's. So we kind of thought, let's get them married. What do you reckon?
There you go. There you go.
Now, if we manage to make this happen, what say you guys just gate crash?
To crash the wedding?
What do you reckon?
I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying a damn thing.
I reckon that would be a blast.
Oh, dear.
I really do. But yeah, it'll be
Oh man.
it'll be a wedding I'll never forget. That's for sure.
Oh,
Anyway,
absolutely.
Particularly
Oh,
the
yeah.
candy one.
yeah. Oh, that's okay. That's quite all right. I've actually got the flu, so I can get away with it. But stay right where you are, guys. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and here's Taxi Ride.